Shankara Devane, Sree Siva Shankara Devane.
Question from Govindan sir. ஆதி சங்கரர் தனது நிர்வாண அஷ்டகத்தில் நான் மனமல்ல, புத்தி அல்ல, அகங்காரம் அல்ல, நான் சத்சித் ஆனந்த சொரூபமான சிவமே என்று பாடுகிறார். சத்சித் ஆனந்த சொரூபமான சிவநிலை என்றால் என்ன? ஞான நிலை, எண்ணங்களற்ற நிலை, இந்த சத்சித் ஆனந்த நிலை எல்லாம் ஒன்றுதானா?
A fish is there. It stays in water, swims in water, drinks water, and mates in water, and it dies in water. Like that, there is a level when you are always in ecstatic mood, like a fish in the water. You always are happy only. There is nothing called sadness in your life. You compare the fish, you will understand. But all others have to search for it. And for searching, you cannot search for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's not a part-time thing. In the morning when you get up from bed, thank God, yesterday I slept, you have given me 24 more hours for me to behave and correct myself and reach you. When you are taking coffee or tea, you remember, oh God, you have done overtime for me. You have bought tea leaves from Darjeeling, coffee powder from Ooty, and sugar from Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh, sugar cane and sugar mills, then sugar from somewhere. I am having a good tea or coffee. Wearing a cloth, say the cotton, then it was made into threads, then it was cut and made into a dress by Ahmedabad or some mill. Like this, in every minute you can live with God, provided you understand God is not a photo or a calendar or a stone or a statue, and is an integral part, living inside you, eating through you, breathing through you, seeing through you, hearing through you, walking through you. If you understand this higher concept, you will always behave like God. And whenever you see a beggar, think God is sitting in the form of a beggar, where he wants to know whether I am charitable. Give him one tea, one bun. If you are going to office, one customer comes with a briefcase saying, nice to meet you. You think the God whom I am worshipping has come in the form of a customer to test whether I am doing right business or golmaal. Whenever you see your mother, you think it is Goddess who has come. Whenever you are seeing your son, you think he is Prahlada. So whenever you are seeing your parents, think they are Shiva Parvati. It is for you to season your mind and see in everything and in everyone a form of God. Whether any one of you do this, that is the reason why you are behaving like human. And 90% of the people are not even human, they are behaving like beast. Is it not? They don't even understand that they are better creation of human. They behave like beasts. What beasts do? They also eat, they also beget children, they also die. This is what beasts do, this is what humans also do. So if God has given you a human body, it's a big ladder in the birth and death hierarchy. And you should understand that God has been very kind to give you a human birth, and you should do lot of charities, and you should remember God all the time in your life. Tavam is remembering God in spite of good and bad, in spite of pain and pleasures. That's what is tavam, not growing a beard and doing ding ding. And that is tavam. And dhanam, whatever you are having, whatever you want, balance you should distribute to all others. You should divide, Tiruvallur says, your income into different parts. One is your ancestors. You have to do Amavasya Tarpanam, Mahalayam, all these devasam things to do. It's called Tenpulattar. They are in the southern direction of Yamadharma. So 1/5 of your income should spend for Tarpanams and other rituals for your elders. Then Devam, whichever is your God, you have to spend 2/5, second portion. Then your poor relatives, you should look after them. 4, your non-relatives but who are poor. Non-related people but who are poor. That's the 4th. Then for you, you should keep. Only 20% of your income is meant for you. The balance 80% is for the other 4 departments. How many in this world follow this dictum? No one follows. Is it not? I know a lot of people who don't do all these monthly rituals to their parents. They say we don't believe in all these things. It is a Brahmin who takes the money and runs away. So if the Brahmin runs away, why can't you keep whatever you eat on the parapet wall of your house, praying to your elderly parent and say, come in the form of kaka and eat it? You can do that. It's remembering, thanking your elders. That is very important. See, you are 3 kg in your mother's belly before she delivers you. How much she would have suffered from up to 4 months. She is having vomiting, all that masaka they call it. After 5th month only slowly she is able to be normal. So 10 months she carries. So there is a poet in Marathi, his name is Khandegar. அவர் என்ன சொல்றாரு, கண்ணை விளக்காக்கி இரத்தத்தை பாலாக்கி கரத்தை தொட்டிலாக்கி தருபோல் எவ்வளோ வெளித்தாய். Who is mother? A person who converts her eyes like lamps, her blood as milk, and her hands like your cradle. So she is mother. How many really respect the mothers? Is it not? There are some people who treat the mother like a friend, nothing wrong about it. But there are people who for the sake of money for drinking or drugs beat their mother, take her saree worth 1,000 rupees, sell it for 100 rupees and buy drugs. Then how many really respect the parents? And they always compare. That boy is coming in a scooter, my father did not even buy a cycle for me. If he is having, he would have bought you a scooter. He does not have. Nowadays most of the people income is around 30 to 35,000. Even the present day computer company fellows get 2.6 lakhs as a beginning salary. Either tax out of 2.6 divided by 12 months, you will get hardly 25,000 to your hand. That's all. And most of the people in smaller jobs get only 30,000. That too after all these computer companies started paying more. Otherwise in Ashok Leyland itself the salary before computers came was only 10,000 rupees. Only 10,000 they used to pay. Because of competition, these computer fellows are paying more. They have also to increase, otherwise they don't get staff. So with that money, how any parent can pay? Nowadays the school fees is 1 lakh to 1,50,000. A school, ordinary school fee is yearly 1 lakh to 1 lakh 10 to 50,000. Then uniforms, then shoes, then books, and invariably 50% of the students will go for tuition. For tuition each subject weekly 2 times 600 rupees. This is high school. And these friends are in the college. Their fees will be around 3.5 lakhs to 4 lakhs. Their hostel fees will be at least 2 to 2.5 lakhs. How many parents can afford this 6 lakhs per year, monthly 50,000 for the hostel and the study of a college student? Now that too for 4 years. So you don't understand economy. That's why the whole youth today are wavering. They are not responsible mostly. They are not responsible. They compare rich boys with themselves. They don't know their parental suffering and how much they sacrifice to make you someone.
From Govindan sir. கடும் பஞ்சம் நிலவியதால் பசியால் வாடிய தன் மக்களுக்கு உணவு வழங்க வேண்டும் என்ற உயர்ந்த நோக்கத்தோடு வாசி தீரவே காசு நல்குவீர் என்ற பதிகத்தை சிவபெருமான் முன்பு திருஞான சம்பந்தர் பாடினார் என்றும் அதை ஏற்றுக்கொண்ட பரமசிவனும் தினமும் ஒரு பொற்காசு அவருக்கு கொடையாக அளித்தார் என்றும் திருஞான சம்பந்தரின் வரலாறு கூறுகிறது. ஆனால் தாங்களோ தங்களை போன்ற மகான்கள் நினைத்த மாத்திரத்தில் அருளை பொருளாக்க முடியும் என்று கூறுகிறீர்கள். அப்படியானால் திருஞான சம்பந்தர் தனது ஆன்மீக பணிக்கு தேவைப்பட்ட பொருளை தனது அருள் மூலமே உருவாக்கியிருக்கலாமே. ஏன் அவர் ஈசனிடம் பொருள் கேட்டு வேண்டி அவரிடம் இருந்து பெற வேண்டும்?
வேதங்கள் தழைத்துவங்க உரை புகழியூரில் வருவோனே அப்படின்னு ஞான சம்பந்தரை பற்றி பெரிய புராணம் சொல்கிறது. ஸோ So his portfolio management was to nourish the Vedas. So he wrote வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவர் ஆனினம் வையம் கலித்துயர் தீர்கவே அரண்நாமமே சூழ்க. So in water it came back, in fire it was not burnt. So he established all that. And both Upper Swamigal was 8 years old and Tirinjana Sambandar was 12 years, go to Nagapatnam. At that time the whole place was affected with famine. So the doors were both closed. So on one side Upper Swamigal, the other side Tirinjana Sambandar. So Tirinjana Sambandar sang this song and Upper Swamigal also sang. God said, all these people are cursed to suffer, but you are devotees. So I will give 1 gold coin to you, 1 gold coin to the old man. You do whatever charities you want. But the curse on the people I can't change now. So in Upper Swamigal Madam, they give food at 11 o'clock in the morning. In Tirinjana Sambandar's place, 1 o'clock. So he says, when they are giving at 11 o'clock, why you are delaying and giving at 1 o'clock? So the reply given by the devotees is, the gold what is given to Upper Swami is high quality. What is given to you is low quality. That's why the shopkeeper tests it and then gives the money. He thinks, how it possible? God gives to both. How it's possible? Then he understands that Upper Swami did service by doing water in the temple, sweeping the temple, buying flowers, giving garlands to the god and all. Whereas this man is doing bhajan only with a golden talam. So God respects people who work for him, who do kaingariam for him, not to simply sit and sing bhajans and all. He understood his weakness. So this is a moral for you and I. Now all these small children are serving you, running here and there. And it is good for them. The small age itself, they know the value of service and how to care for the people who are devotees of God. It is not. The parents have not taught them, I have taught them. And I have not taken any classes. By seeing one, and we give encouragement to them. That's why they are doing all this. So always, instead of simply sitting a mute witness to the prayers in the temples, if you know to sing, you sing. If you know to carry a palanquin, you carry the palanquin. If you know to tie garlands, should tie garland. Do some service to God. There are so many ways of worshipping God. One is called Sariyai. Sariyai means with Sariram doing service. Sweeping, making garlands, serving, all this is Sariyai. Then Kiriyai is closing the eyes or metal plates and chanting some mantras to create energy. That's called Kiriyai. Then third is Yoga. Yoga is what? Jodhna. What is Jodhna? There is divinity outside, there is divinity inside. By closing the eyes, you are trying to connect with the outside energy inside your own energy. It's called yoga, jodhna. Then jnanam. Jnanam is when you realize that the God whom you were searching was within you always, and you were unnecessarily searching it in the temples, photos, calendars and all. Whoever is searching God will ultimately find it inside them. Manadane, manadinda karuttane, manatagattan vaimelan. So when you understand that you are a body temple where God resides as an Atma inside, your behavioral pattern will change. Then you will behave like God. You will care for everyone, love, conquer anger, conquer hatred, will always be clean. And these are all divine ingredients, God-like qualities. Okay. So that is the fourth level. That's called Jnanam. Jnanam is understanding that you are a temple of God and keeping it clean and whatever God will do for all others, you will also try to do. You will also try to do. So these are the stages. So Jnana Sambandhar and Upper did the same thing, but Upper Swamigal did the physical service. Jnana Sambandhar did only oral singing. God wanted him to understand that.
ஸ்ரீராமோ விக்ரவான் தர்ம. ராமபிரான் தர்மத்தின் மறுவடிவம். இதுதான் ராமாயணத்தின் மையக் கருத்து. ஒரு வில், ஒரு இல், ஒரு சொல். ராமபிரானின் உன்னதமான ஏகபத்னி விரதம். ஒரே வில்லை வைத்து தன் வாழ்நாள் முழுவதும் தன் எதிரிகளிடம் அவர் வெளிப்படுத்தி காட்டிய தர்மம் கலந்த வீரம், சொன்ன வாக்கு தவறாமை என்று அவரது சிறப்புகளை இந்த உலகத்துக்கு வெளிச்சம் போட்டு காட்டிய வார்த்தைகளின் தொகுப்பு இவை. ஆனால் சீதாதேவியின் கரம் பற்றி அவரை திருமணம் செய்தபோது அவரை எப்போதும் பிரியாமல் வாழ்வேன் என்று ராமபிரான் அயோத்தி மக்களுக்கு வாக்களித்தாரே. அப்படி சொன்ன ராமபிரான் யாரோ ஒரு சாதாரண குடிமகன் சீதாதேவியை பற்றி சந்தேகத்தோடு ஏதோ சொன்னான் என்பதற்காக அவரை காட்டுக்கு அனுப்பி வைத்தாரே ராமபிரான். இது அவரது வாக்கை மீறிய செயல் இல்லையா?
There are personalities. Krishna was different, Jesus was different, Prophet Muhammad was different, Rama was different. Rama wanted to behave out and out human. Sriramo Vigravan Dharma, Devam Manusha Rupena. So he played the role of Manusha. Manidanaga irukkanumungiradhu avarudiya policy approach. So he behaved like human. And Krishna was not. Krishna from childhood proved that he was God. So it's a question of how you plan your life. You have to decide whether you want to play human, then all the rules which are applicable to human also belong to you. When you have decided that I am divine and I will play divine only, then you can be a Krishna. From childhood, Krishna will kill Kamsa, kill Chanura Mallas, then you will do Kalinga Nartanam. All that he will do. All what others cannot think of, he will do. So it's all different. What personality you are, it depends. So Rama wanted to play out and out human. If he wanted to play divine, he would have told the Dhobi, you go with your wife to the forest, I will live with Sita, right royally in the palace. He, being a king, he wanted his citizens to follow certain values in their life. So he obeyed to the Rajya Dharma.
சிறிது காலத்திற்கு முன்பு விழுப்புரத்திலிருந்து தங்களை ராமராஜ்யத்தில் சந்திக்க வந்த சுவாமிகள் தங்களை சேஷாத்ரி சுவாமிகளாக பூரண பிரம்மத்தின் கருவறையில் கண்டு தரிசித்ததாக கூறியிருக்கிறார். அதே சமயத்தில் தங்களுக்கு முன்பு ஒரு முறை படிக்கப்பட்ட அகஸ்தியர் நாடியில் கண்டு செய்யும் பாவத்தையும் காணாது செய்த பாவத்தையும் கண்ணால் பார்த்து களைந்திடுவான் சிவசங்கரனாக விளங்குகின்ற சிவயோகி பாபா என்றும் விஷ்ணு பரிபாலன கிருபா கடாட்சம் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய விஷ்ணு காலத்திலே ராமானுஜனுக்கு சேவை செய்து ராமானுஜனாகவே வாழ்ந்தவர் என்றும் வருகிறதே. இதன் பொருள் என்ன என்பதை தெளிவுபடுத்தும்.
I was not Ramanuja. Ramanuja was Lakshmana. Rama Anuja. The brother, Anuja means brother. In Malayalam, they call sister as Anuchati, Anujan, like that, brother, sister, like that. So Ramanujan means Rama's brother. So he was Lakshmana. Who was Lakshmana? Adisesha. Rama was Shankara Narayana. He was a combination of Shankara and Narayana together. So Adi Shankaracharya asked a question, Kacha Bhagavan, who is Bhagavan or what is Bhagavan? The answer given by him is Shankara Narayana Atma Eva. Shankara Narayana, a combination of Atma, is called Rama. So Siva Shankar Baba was Rama during Treta Yugam. I was Rama in Treta Yugam. So that rules, just now I said Manusha Dharma, and Lakshmana was there. And in this birth, you know who was Lakshmana? There was an IAS officer by name Ramadas. He was HRNC secretary, he was Lakshmana. One Ramadas IAS was there, HRNC secretary, he was Lakshmana. And I have come across all the characters in Ramayana time after I became a saint. I have come across so many. I used to live in Ananagar. Then there was one fellow called Radhakrishnan. He was working as a manager in a transport company called MK Mahandale. It's a Marathi company. So one day he rang me and said, "Did you come to my office and did you ask me to come to your house today?" I said, "Why?" He says, "No, you came, sat opposite to my chair and said, 'What Radhakrishna, you are not coming to meet me, come and see me today.'" And he said, "I left MK Mandalay Transport, now I am running in Mylapore, Durga Travels. So I have to send to my customers travel cars. So can I come at 5 o'clock in the morning?" I said, "Okay." So morning 5 o'clock he came to my house in Annanagar. The moment he came, he went inside my puja room and started behaving like monkey, like that, and said, "Enna theriyarada, enna theriyarada." He started dancing like a monkey. Then after 10 minutes of dancing in ecstasy, he fell down, swooned. Then he said, "What happened to me?" I said, "You were a monkey in Ramayana time under Hanuman, so you are remembering your past now." The same thing is with our Suresh, who looks after the Durga temple. So Suresh was called Neelan. His name was Neelan, another small lieutenant under Hanuman Sena, under Sugriva. So he is here. There used to be a Swami in Mylapore called Guruji Sundar Raman. He was Vasishtar. There used to be a Swami at Salem Skandasramam, Swami Santananda Swamigal, and he was Vishwamitra. There used to be a saint near Madurai, Sindalacheri, Lada Sangili, Somberi, Ponnaya Swamigal. He was Ramana. And Krishnaveni Amma at Kalyana Tirtham Pudiyammalai was Sabari. So all the people who were associated in Ramayana time came to this earth. And you may not understand them. If you are interconnected to them in spirit, you will know who they are. It will always happen. In Dwara Yugam, I was not Krishna. I was Dronacharya. And you know Dronacharya asked for the thumb of Egalaiva because he never wanted anyone to be a competitor for Arjuna. I went to Boston in America. There is one lady there by name Dr. Swarupa Rani. She's a very famous anesthetist. So she came to the house where I was staying and said, "Can I play Veena before you?" I said, "Okay." So when she was playing Veena, I could not see her, a doctor, lady, all that I could not see. I could see Egalaiva sitting and doing. After that I asked her, "Have you ever felt any connection between you and Egalaiva?" She said, "How strange. I am from Visakhapatnam. Now she settled in America. Always I think I was connected to Egalaiva. Why I could see that, why not others? Because I was Drona and it's I who took her thumb." So I understand the past relationship, why she is playing Veena opposite to me. So I have come across so many characters during my various births and I realized them. So I had been to Kodiswami. Kodiswami is a 400-year-old man. So I go sit, close my eyes and said, "Swami, I know who am I." Because I was self-realized even at that time. And I want to know who you are. He laughed and said, "Oh, grand man." He calls everyone grand man. "Will you ever measure the ocean? Will you ever find out who am I?" I kept quiet because whatever I think he is able to catch. Then he said, "Totapuri, Totapuri." So he said he was Totapuri. Who was Totapuri? He was a guru of Ramakrishna Paramams. I kept quiet. Then I asked him, "Who am I?" He said, "Tata Ramakrishna Paramams." When he was Totapuri, I was Ramakrishna Paramams. So he gives the connection. I have experienced how things work in the spiritual hierarchy. we come across all the people. If you are a realized person, if you think your name and your school certificate's name is you will not get all this knowledge. You have to understand the body is separate and the indwelling spirit is different. Then you will get all the past connections. What birth, you are what. You will definitely come to know all that.
Question from Kabalishwaran. ஆண்டாள் நாச்சியார் திருவாய்மொழியில் மற்றிருந்தீர்கட்கு அறியலாகா மாதவன் என்பதோர் அன்பு தன்னை உற்றிருந்தேனுக்கு உரைப்பதெல்லாம் ஊமையரோடு செவிடர் வார்த்தை என்று பாடப்பட்டுள்ளது. இறைவனின் மீதான உண்மையான அன்பும் இறை அனுபவமும் அதை அனுபவிக்காதவர்களுக்கு முழுமையாக புரியாது என்பதையே இந்த பாசுரம் உணர்த்துகிறது. வார்த்தைகளால் அதை விளக்க முயல்வது ஊமையிடம் பேசுவது செவிடரிடம் சொல்வதும் போன்றது என்றுகிறார் ஆண்டாள். தாங்களும் பலமுறை புத்தக அறிவையும் சடங்குகளையும் தாண்டி தியானம் மற்றும் நேரடி அனுபவத்தின் மூலம் பெறும் இறை அனுபவமே உயர்ந்தது என்று கூறியுள்ளீர்கள். வார்த்தைகளால் விவரிக்க முடியாத அந்த பேரானந்த நிலையை ஒரு அவதார புருஷராகிய தாங்கள் முதலில் உணர்ந்த போது தங்கள் மனதிலும் உள்ளத்திலும் என்ன மாற்றம் நிகழ்ந்தது? மேலும் இதை போன்ற பேரின்பத்தை இந்த உலகில் சாதாரண மனிதர் யாருக்காவது சில மணித்துளி நேரமாவது உணர வைத்த மகான்களின் நிகழ்வுகள் ஏதேனும் ஆன்மீக வரலாற்றில் உள்ளனவா?
When you are physical and you want to communicate from body to body, human to human, language always plays a barrier. Now maybe these friends are knowing only Telugu, they don't know Tamil. So I have no other go. Why I am talking in English? I am talking because they have come and it's my duty to give them something. So I am replying in English. Understand? So when you are a body, for bodily communications, you require a language. Spiritually, when you want to communicate, no language. I close my eyes, you close my eyes, both of us sit like this. So now I can communicate, but you are still the body. So you are the body, I am the spirit. How can we have a common language between us? The old Shankaracharya sent a car to bring Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Swami from Tiruvannamalai. So that man came, he was sitting. For 20 minutes they were sitting like this. Then he did Namaskara and boarded the car. So he called the carman and said, you want to know what we spoke? That man said, you never spoke anything in 20 minutes. He says, no, we have mentally communicated with each other. Shankaracharya asked, in our Shankara Madam, there used to be a man who was chanting Bhagavat Nama Bodhendral. His Samadhi is near Kumbhakonam. So you want to go and stay there, I will give facilities for you. I will organize your stay there. Because he was also concentrating on Ramanam, you are also doing Ramanam. So Ram Surat Kumar said, no, I am very comfortable in Tiruvannamalai. He said, then okay, blessed. So this is the communication which they did mentally. I had been to one 700-year-old man near Patnam Chitta, Kerala. His name was Siva Siddhayogi, great man. And when I went, the Malayali lady who is looking after him said, Swami said you are coming and he wanted me to give you chapati and avial. Chapati means wheat, Guru's blessing. Wheat symbolizes Guru. Avial means Shankar Baba is not one form of divine source. Several divine energies are inside me. So avial. He never spoke to me directly, but that lady tells he knows you are coming and he has asked me to give this. Then he was lying like this. I was sitting opposite, where in mental communication. Then I left him. So even I have experienced how mentally we communicate. Like what happened between Paramacharya and the thing. Ramana Maharishi was there in Tiruvannamalai. When Paul Brandon met him in 1934, there used to be a translator between what Ramana says, what Paul Brandon says. Is it not? That is mental, because Paul Brandon was not very spiritual at that time. Later on, he started spreading all these messages of Sanatana Dharma. So language is needed when you have not reached the equal heights. And no language is needed when. So Taimanvar says, Omayan kanavena yar koraipen ayo. Suppose you get a dream, only a fraction of the dream you remember. And if a dumb fellow gets a dream, how will he ever explain to the other man whatever he does? So there are some people in Maunavritam, they will show gestures, you won't understand, you will simply nod your head. Like that. Umayan Kanavu, a dumb fellow gets a dream, how can he explain to you? So communication is possible either totally spiritually or totally physically. Contrary, it's not possible because the mind communication is not equal at that time. Energy flows from higher level to lower level. But your lower level won't be able to catch the higher level of energy. A dam breaks, that water flows. How will you ever be able to hold that? Now, and recently, North India dams are breaking. People are getting sunk, drowned into that. So, communication is a difficult process. So, unless all the people get into silence, all master meditation and understand mind communication, it is very difficult without a language to communicate. Even in language, communication is problem. Suppose a Western man comes to you, he will say, can you give me a glass of water? Suppose you don't know English, what will you understand? A North Indian will say, mujhe pani dijiyega. What will you understand if you don't know?
ஷிரடி பாபா தனது பக்தர்களுக்கு சப்கா மாலிக் ஏக் என்று கூறி இறைவன் ஒருவரே என்பதை உணர்த்தினார். மேலும் ஸ்ரத்தா மற்றும் சபூரி, அதாவது நம்பிக்கையும் பொறுமையும் என்ற உயர்ந்த வாழ்க்கை பாடத்தை அருள்கிறார். தாங்களும் இதையே தான் எங்களுக்கு தினமும் உணர்த்தி வருகிறீர்கள். இன்றைய உலகில் ஆன்மீகத்தை நாடும் பலரும் உடனடி பலன்களை எதிர்பார்க்கிறார்கள். ஆனால் சாய்பாபா கூறிய சபூரி என்பது வெறுமனே காத்திருப்பது அல்ல, இறைவனின் காலத்தையும் கருணையையும் முழுமையாக நம்பி மன அமைதியுடன் இருப்பதை குறிக்கிறது. பொறுமையும் அமைதியும் இல்லாமல் இறைவனை உணர முடியாது என்று இதை கூறலாமா? சாய்பாபா வலியுறுத்திய சபூரி என்ற தத்துவத்தின் ஆழமான பொருள் என்ன? அது நம் ஆன்மீக பயணத்தில் எவ்வாறு வழிகாட்டுகிறது?
Whatever has to happen will happen. Even if you go to 1,000 temples, 1,000 Mahatmas, already your fate is written. It's all destiny. Whatever has to happen, good or bad, better, bitter, sweet, all experiences will automatically happen. Suppose you go to a temple and something good happens. You go to a Mahatma, something happens. It's also accidental. Like a crow sits and palam kile vilundadu, kaka ukara panambala vilundadu mari thaan adu. So don't think the law of physics is flexible. Law of physics says for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So if you are happy, you deserved it out of your good action. If you are sad, you are deserving it out of your bad actions. So karma theory. And for every credit there is a corresponding debit, law of accountancy. So don't think by simply doing abhishekam and going to some temple you will not suffer. You will suffer. But if it is written according to the karma that by going to the temple you are going to be given a waiver in your suffering, that will also happen. Suppose somebody goes to prison for 10 years. In prison also there is a thing called revision. If you are having good conduct, they will waive it for another 4-5 years. So you can come out in 5 years. Then there is Gandhi, Parental, another Sektanal, all that things. So still you will receive some concessions. So always revisions are there. Okay, in Mahanadi cinema also they talk about revision very often. And that revision happens when you go to a temple or a Mahan. That's all. Already you are punished to suffer for 7 years during your Ketu Disai, 18 years during your Rahu Disai, 7.5 years during your Saturn Disai. They are all punishments. Already it's there in your Jatakam. But Because in this birth you are not harming anyone, you are having good conduct, vehicle is there, concession is given. That concession is given by Mahatmas and by your visits to the temples. And you can mix both my points, then you will understand how your good fate takes you to some Mahatma or temples, and how your bad fate makes you a Nastika and you revolt. You never want to obey the law of rules. So both happen and you are directly responsible for your good and bad. In Shakespeare it is said, good and bad are interred with the bones. In Julius Caesar's after demise, Antony's speech, he says, good and bad are interred with the bones. So good, bad, both are like a mental chip in your cell phone. It's all there in memory. So when you are born, in your memory all are loaded. So evil is there, and if you revolt, even increasing is there. If there can be reduction, it can be increase also. Suppose you break the jail and run away, they will catch you, and again another 2-3 years they will add up your punishment. So if you are not obeying the karma theory, there may be increased punishment also because of karma, bad karmas in this birth.
Question from Shubha Bhaskar. சுதர்சன சக்கரம் மற்றும் சக்கரத்தாழ்வார் இவர் இரண்டுமே ஒன்றா?
Yes. In Saiva Siddhanta, you have Ganesha and Muruga. It's one Om. On Om, the sound side is Ganesha, the luminous side is Muruga. Same thing in Vaishnavam, Sudarsana Chakra, on one side Narasimha and one side Sudarsana. Sudarsana is equal to Muruga, Narasimha is equal to Ganesha. Both are same. In most of the temples in Kerala, there is no Ganesha. If you go to Thiruvananthapuram Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple, there will be only Narasimha. And if you go to Karnataka G.K. Subramanya, there will be only Narasimha. So these are all equivalent versions.
அம்மையோடு அப்பனென வந்தவர்க்கு மங்களம், ஆசானும் தெய்வமுமாயானவர்க்கு மங்களம், இத்தனை துயர்களெல்லாம் தீர்ப்பவர்க்கு மங்களம், ஈஸ்வராவதார சிவசங்கரர்க்கு மங்களம்.